Detailed summary. The Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down is a war film that portrays weak, unflinching rallies, one of the most intense military engagements of the USA Army in foreign territory. The story focuses on a group of elite American soldiers who take part in a mission in the city of Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia. Amidst a brutal internal conflict that has plunged the country into chaos of famine and violence. The main objective of the operation is to capture two top lieutenants of the warlord Mohammed Farah Aidik, a Somali clan leader responsible for obstructing humanitarian aid and fueling the civil war in the region. What begins as a semi-English sample and mission turn into a nightmare due to the complexity of the urban environment, lack of accurate intelligence, and the unexpectedly fierce resistance from Somali militias. During the assault, the US force succeeded in capturing targets, but the situation collapsed into chaos when one of the Black Hawk helicopters is shot down by a rocket-propelled grenade. This event completely changed the course of the operation. The soldiers who expected to return to base within an hour find themselves trapped in an all-out urban battle, surrounded by hundreds of armed fighters in narrow and unfamiliar streets. As they attempt to rescue the downed helicopter crew, another Black Hawk is also hit and crashes further. Depending the crisis, rescue teams become scattered and the units are cut off from one another, facing a determined enemy who knows the terrain. Communication becomes difficult, supplies run low, and confusion dominates as the soldiers fight desperately to survive and support each other. The film vividly depicts the fear, pain, and camaraderie that emerge amidst the chaos of battle. The soldiers age from different backgrounds and with personal reason for being teary and must rely on one another to stay alive. The initial sense of duty and confidence fade as they confront the brutal and unpredictable reality of modern warfare, where every second counts and survival becomes the only mission. Beyond its intense action, Black Hawk Down explored the human and moral cost of war, the confusion of close quarter combat, the loss of comrades, and the suffering of civilians are left deep marked on those who experience it. The film does not glorify war intense. It exposes its disarray, horror, and tragedy, showing that technological superiority and training are no warrants of victory. It's the end, after relentless fighting used a troop managed to evacuate most of the surviving soldiers, but at devastating cost. Dozens of these uninjured on both sides. What was meant to be a one-hour operation turned into a grueling day-long ordeal. The survivor returned exhausted and haunted, aware that what is called mission accomplished on paper does not resist human devastation. They witnessed cultural importance. The Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down went far beyond being just a war movie. I became a cultural milestone that provoked deep reflection on modern warfare, foreign intervention, and the human condition in the face of conflict. Its cultural importance lies in the way it portrays without patriotic filter the human cost of contemporary military operation and the moral complexity behind international missions. The film allows global audiences to gain a better understanding of urban combat and its devastating effects on both soldiers and civilians. Unlike many war films that glorify battle, Black Hawk Down exposes the raw chaos, confusion, and suffering inherent in war, showing that even the most advanced armies are vulnerable to fear, mistake, and the unpredictability of combat. This realistic perspective signifies the concept of heroism from victory and conquest to endurance, solidarity, and survival. Culturally, the movie sparked international conversation about the idea of military intervention and the way the media represent war. I lead viewers to question the role of powerful nations in foreign conflicts and to reflect on the human and social costs of such action. It also fosters greater empathy toward the value of human life, regardless of nationality or uniform, emphasizing on that war impacts everyone is touched. From a cinematic standpoint, Black Hawk Down redefined the war grand genre. Is gritty realism, immersive sound design, and assembling storytelling influencing countless later production, and encouraging a more documentary style and emotionally grounded approach to the depicting conflict. Demonstrated that a war film could be booked a technically precise portrayal of military operation and a profound emotional exploration of human resilience. For many soldiers, the film became a symbol of sacrifice, a brotherhood, and loyalty. For general audience, I serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of human life in the face of structural violence. I contributed to reshaping the cultural understanding of warfare in the modern age, known as I Stay for Glory book as a moral existential struggle. Ultimately, Black Hawk Down endures about an artistic and social testimony to the scar left by war. Its legacy persists in cinema, military culture, and humanitarian thought, reminding the world that behind every conflict are real human beings, was a pain, courage, and humanity define the true meaning of war and peace. The five most important and iconic questions about Black Hawk Down. Number one, what does the film truly represent beyond military action? Beyond its spectacular battle scenes, Black Hawk Down represents human vulnerability in the chaos of war. I ask not merely about a failed mission, but about fear, brotherhood, and survival. The film encourages reflection on how war strips people of their ideals and exposes their most fragile and human sides. And number two, Weak Eyes is considered one of the most reality war films. It is considered a highlight reality because it depicts war without glorifying or romanticizing. Through its documentary style, tone, authentic sound, and portrayal of urban combat, the movie immerses viewers in a raw, credible experience. I captured disorder, confusion, and sacrifice while exposing the pain and senselessness of modern warfare. Number three, what moral or ethical message does the story convey? The central message focuses on the fragility of life and the moral cost of war. Black Hawk Down does not celebrate victory. It highlights endurance and humanity amid tragedy. I remain that behind every soldier is a person who fears those struggle to survive, showing that war has no true winner, only human losses and consequences. And number four, how did it influence public perception of modern warfare and the film influence? The film influenced global audience by reshaping how people view military intervention. I sparked a discussion about ethics, responsibility, and the human cost of war. As cultural implies in revealing that technology and power do not guarantee success, and that modern war are found not only battlefields but also in the moral and emotional realms. Number five, with those I remain a cinematic reference today. It remains a landmark because it combines technical precision with the human reflection. Its visual style, pacing, and emotional rallies set a new standard for war films. Its legacy endures because it continues to raise questions about duty, morality, and the true meaning of humanity amid conflict.